When you shall see me lined by tool of time, my lauded beauties carried off from me, my eyes no longer stars as in their prime, my name forgot of Maiden Fair and free. When in your being heart concedes to mind, and judgment, though you scarce its process know, recalls the excellencies I once enshrined, and you are irked that they have withered so. Remembering that with me lies not the blame, that Sportsman Time but rears his brood to kill, knowing me and my soul the very same, one who would die to spare you touch of ill. Will you not grant to old affection's claim the hand of friendship down life's sunless hill?
Well, Thomas Hardy, still this struggling young architect in London, still hoping for a literary career, and meanwhile pursuing his love life and writing about the way that the women think about him. And in this particular case, it feels as though this is still Eliza Nichols.
Lines like lauded beauty and maiden free and fair suggest that Hardy clearly finds her attractive. And one who would die to spare you touch of ill implies that he thinks that she feels affection for him.
But do you think that's really right? Because I think my reading of this, they're perhaps beginning to draw apart a bit here.
Yeah, well, Hardy and Eliza are engaged for some time, but it sounds like things aren't going so well.
Paula, she to him, this is a woman's voice, probably Eliza Nichols. It's very, very strong. Do tell us what you feel about that poem.
Well, I really do love this sonnet sequence, and I think it's important to remember it was probably part of a much larger sonnet sequence, and there's just a few poems left because most of them were destroyed. And these are some of Hardy's earliest poems in which he's very personal. He's writing about a personal experience, I believe, which is this secret love affair with Eliza Nichols. And later, Hardy falls in love with her sister. So it's deeply personal. The poems are not told from the male point of view. They're told from the female point of view. The male is breaking up with the female. And so it's this extraordinary sonnet, I think, in which he flips the narrative to the woman and her pain and her humiliation. And the poet narrator is not reflected terribly well. But what I really love about the She to Him sonnets is I love the voice. It feels to me so unique, and it's so fresh, it's so modern. When I read them to people, and I do all the time, you know, they can't believe it's Thomas Hardy. They can't believe this is the young poet, Thomas Hardy, writing this, because they say, well, it just feels so contemporary. And I wonder whether that's because it just does feel so personal. You really get the sense of suffering, heartbreak, your eyes on me. You know, that sort of, I'm looking at you, looking at you, looking at me. It's just brilliantly done. And I tell you the other thing is, it's almost like a dramatic poem for me. It sort of feels like Paradise Lost. It just doesn't feel like a poem. It feels like a dramatic poem, like there's something happening. This is an event. We are, you see these lovers together standing there. And it's a great pity he destroyed most of them. But they're so fresh, so modern, and really most importantly is he is attempting to see this heartbreaking situation from the point of view of the woman who has been relinquished and who is humiliated. And I think that makes that first sonnet especially really, really unique.
Well, the relationship between Thomas Hardy and Eliza Nichols has another quite interesting twist before the end, and we'll hear about that in some of the next few videos. But now, let's just hear this lovely little sonnet again.
When you shall see me lined by tool of time, my lauded beauties carried off from me, my eyes no longer stars as in their prime, my name forgot of Maiden Fair and free. When in your being heart concedes to mind, and judgment, though you scarce its process know, recalls the excellencies I once enshrined, and you are irked that they have withered so. Remembering that with me lies not the blame, that Sportsman Time but rears his brood to kill, knowing me in my soul the very same, one who would die to spare you touch of ill. Will you not grant to old affection's claim the hand of friendship down life's sunless hill?